In this video, we're going to be checking out two cases made by SUPCASE for the Pixel 10 Pro XL that are easily my go-to cases when I want the best drop protection possible. Here we've got the Subcase UB Grip and the UB Pro. They're varying different levels of protection. The UB Pro is going to give you the best drop protection possible, and it also comes with a little belt clip, and the UB Grip actually comes with a metal kickstand ring on the back, and it also has some pretty good drop protection as well. And we'll be taking a look at both of these cases. So by the end of this video, you'll know which one is right for you. So let's get into it. Then here we have the Subcase UB Grip case. This is my favorite case made by Subcase because it does not add a lot of extra bulk to the phone, but it offers some pretty good drop protection. And it also has a metal kickstand ring that also acts as a MagSafe ring as well. So you can always have something to prop up your phone when you're watching movies or shows, something like that on the go. This has a nice hard plastic backing. It's got a little metal accent on the top that makes the case feel a little bit more premium, and it's surrounded by a firm rubbery type material. And let's see how much this case weighs. 67.1 grams. So we'll put our phone inside the case here. It's got some really good grip to it. It also has a lot of extra reinforcements in the corners in case you happen to drop your phone. The buttons on the side only come off the case ever so slightly, so it might be a little hard to kind of find the buttons if you're just fishing around with your hand, but they are nice and clicky and easily pressable. If we look at the case from the side, you can see it's got a good raised edge all the way around the phone, and you can see the texturing on the side, which feels really good, nice and rubbery as well. We've got the carbon fiber looking inlays in the corner here, and you can see it just adds a little bit of extra bulk to your phone. We've got our cutouts on the bottom, lanyard hole in the corner. We've got our power and our volume buttons on the side, along with those inlays and that grip on the side here. On the back, again, it's got this metal kickstand that feels very substantial. It doesn't just flop around like some of the other cases I've reviewed, and it folds right back into the case, nice and flush. We have a nice rubberized bumper around our cameras that come up pretty good for some extra protection there. And you can see that it's also got some like inlay around the LED and such on the inside too for some extra protection there as well. I absolutely love that. Now, as far as the kickstand, you can stand your phone up in a portrait or a landscape mode. Works either way. And as far as the MagSafe goes, clips right onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And as far as the hold, it's got a okay hold, not the strongest, but you shouldn't have to worry about your phone just falling off the MagSafe. The only other thing about that is it holds onto the little kickstand, but it can come off, you know, if you kind of flop your phone around. But I don't think it's just going to just fall off your MagSafe accessory. You saw, like when I shook it, it doesn't come off the MagSafe, but it does kind of, the hinge isn't strong enough to hold it from like coming off your phone. So that worked out pretty good. And I think it looks really good as well. I like the inclusion of this metal piece on the top here. Just makes the case feel and look that much more premium. But as far as protection goes, this is definitely second to the UB Pro. It feels really good, offers some pretty good protection without adding a lot of extra bulk. And that's why this is my favorite Subcase case. I also love the fact that it's translucent on the back so you can see the color of your phone, and I've got that blue, as you can see. I think it looks pretty cool. And then here we have the Subcase UB Pro case. You can see that it does have a plastic kickstand that rotates 360 degrees. You can also put your phone in here two ways. You can put it to where the screen is facing in, or you can have your screen facing out if you want to easily see who's calling or texting you on the side. I don't recommend it because if you lean against something, it could kind of crack your screen, but this does also have a built-in film screen protector as well. Now let's see how much this case weighs. 82.4 grams. It's also a two-piece design, so we're going to peel off the outer cover and then take out the inner portion, and we put that over our phone and then put everything back in. This also does have a little ring here to help it work with your fingerprint sensor, and it's got a cutout for your camera as well, and it's also got a plastic kickstand that comes out, which is pretty sturdy, and it folds right back into the case. So the first thing you want to do for this case before we put anything on the top of the phone is to clean off your screen. Once your phone screen is all clean, we're going to peel off, or actually if you have like a little pick or something, it'll help you get this outer protector off. You just kind of get it in the corner here and just kind of peel back. You can see the case separating, and you can kind of just pull off or pull out the inner portion of the case just like that. We'll peel back the protector on the inside. You also want to peel this off and try not to touch the inside of the screen. And then put this whole thing over the top of your phone. Just press that into place. And then press this whole thing inside the outer portion of the case. So it kind of cocoons your phone inside, so you don't have to worry about it just falling out at all. I mean, your phone is encased in here. You could throw this at a wall and your phone would not come out. And then once you do that, you want to press down on the fingerprint sensor here so there's no bubbles. And I don't know if you guys can see, there's these little micro like texturing on the screen protector, and that's to help keep the rainbow effect down, which I'll show you in just a minute. But it feels really good in the hand. It's got some good grip to it. Same texture on the side for grip. As far as the buttons are nice and clicky, easily pressable. And the buttons also don't come off the case very much, so it might be a little hard to find if you're not actually looking at the case. Now, if we look at it from the side, you can see that it does add some considerable bulk to the phone, but again, it's cocooned in here and it's protected pretty much 360 degrees. We do have a really good raised edge around the front of the phone. On the side, we've got the texturing, the reinforcements in the corners to help with drops. On the bottom, we have a covered charging port. This little rubber piece here, if you can just peel that back and expose your charging port there so no dust or dirt gets in there. We have our lanyard hole on the side. We got the same texture with the volume buttons and the power button. On the back, it's got a nice hard plastic backing with the plastic kickstand that pops out like that. So you can use your phone in landscape or portrait mode. And then again, it just folds right back into the case with a little clip. And we also do have a slight raised edge around our camera lenses for protection there too. You got this little extra bump that sits right at the back. So when you put it on its back here, it's slightly raised up. So it's easier for you to lift up and nothing's touching the camera lenses. So let's test out our fingerprints. Now, if your fingerprints don't work the first time, there's a sensitivity option you can turn on. And also, I would recommend re-registering your fingerprints, but let's see if they still work with my fingerprints here. I don't know why it's not turning on. So my fingerprints still work. Let's test that out again with the screen. So the screen, for some reason, was like in a coma mode where it didn't want to wake up. It's working perfectly fine, and my fingerprints are also working as well. You can see the screen is nice and clear. Touch working fine. Now, one other thing to note about this screen protector is because it's film, it's got kind of like a grip to it. So it's not anywhere near as smooth as glass, which I don't care for. It's got kind of like it feels dirty. That's what it feels like to me. If you like that, then this is for you. But it's just something to note. Now let's also take a look at the screen as if we're looking at it through polarized sunglasses so we can see what that looks like. And you can see that the rainbow effect is just slight, not too bad. So if you're going to be using polarized sunglasses, you can expect a pretty good experience. And as far as fingerprints goes, it does pick up some smudges on the screen, which you can see kind of like right here. See how easy it is to wipe away. Again, it's got kind of like a grippy feel to it, but the fingerprints seem to wipe away pretty easily. So not too bad. There, as you can see the screen. Again, we have a cutout for our camera and the speaker grill at the top there. Really nice case. Feels great in the hand. So if you want the most drop protection possible, the Subcase UB Pro is definitely the way to go. So you guys already know that my favorite is the UB Grip because it offers some good drop protection while not adding as much bulk as the UB Pro, but I'm curious to know which one of these cases is your favorite and why. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.